Good evening, and welcome to Education Weekly, your source for the latest in education news. Tonight, we'll be diving into the most pressing topics in education from this past week. From new legislation to school district developments, we've got you covered. I'm Jhory Buskey. Let's get started. Good evening. Our top story tonight is the federal education funding bill passed on August 7th. This $5 billion bill is aimed at enhancing educational resources across the country, focusing on technology upgrades, after-school programs, and teacher salaries. Education Secretary Miguel Cardona has called this a pivotal moment for addressing educational disparities. Now, my question for you is, how do you think that this new funding will impact the quality of education in schools within your community? In other news, a study was released on August 9th by the National Education Association, which revealed a significant rise in student mental health concerns, with nearly 40% of students feeling overwhelmed. The study advocates for increased counseling services and mental health resources in schools. What changes do you think schools should implement to better support students with their mental health and alleviate academic stress? The debate over standardized testing has intensified. On August 8th, California proposed a bill to replace standardized testing with project-based assessments, while Florida is considering reducing the frequency of these exams. How well do you think standardized tests these days reflect a student's true ability and potential? On the tech front, a pilot program was introduced on August 10th, which is integrating artificial intelligence into the classrooms. This initiative aims to personalize learning and provide real-time feedback through concerns about data, privacy, and increased screen time still persist. What are your thoughts on integrating AI into the classroom and the educational space? Do you believe it can enhance learning experiences for students, or does it compromise their privacy and well-being? Turning to higher education, several universities announced tuition fee reductions and expanded financial aid on August 6th. Many of these universities are introducing a new scholarship fund, which is aimed at supporting low-income students. How significant do you think reducing college costs will be in making higher education more accessible for students in your area? Meanwhile, vocational and technical training is getting a boost again. On August 11th, new reports highlight the expansion of vocational programs in high schools, with districts partnering with local businesses to provide hands-on experiences. Do you believe that vocational training could once again provide a more practical and beneficial path for students compared to the traditional academic routes? Now to California, where Governor Gavin Newsom signed Assembly Bill 174 into law on August 8th. This new legislation mandates that all public schools in the state implement comprehensive mental health programs by the 25-26 school year. The bill aims to address the growing concerns over student mental health and provides funding for training school staff and counselors. How will this new mandate impact schools' budgets and resources? And will it be enough to address the mental health crisis among students? Will this be something that other districts who have not already done so and other states who have not already done so start to do? Moving east to New York, a significant development has taken place. The New York City Department of Education announced on August 10th that they will be piloting a new curriculum designed to enhance digital literacy among elementary students. This program, which will roll out in about 50 schools across the city, aims to increase and equip students with essential skills for the 21st century. Now, With technology evolving so rapidly, how will this new curriculum keep pace with the future advancements and ensure students are not left behind? Now to Texas. A heated debate over school vouchers has reached a new peak this week. On August 9th, the Texas Senate passed the Senate Bill 292, which expands the state's voucher program to include more private and charter schools. Supporters argue that it provides families with greater choice, while opponents worry it could divert critical funds away from public schools. Will this expansion of the voucher program lead to improved educational outcomes, or will it deepen the funding gap between public and private institutions? Over in Florida, the Miami-Dade County Public Schools District made headlines unveiling a new initiative on August 11th, which is aimed at reducing school absenteeism. The initiative includes enhanced parental engagement programs and a reward system for students with improved attendance records. How effective will this new strategy be at addressing chronic absenteeism? And could it serve as a model for other districts facing similar challenges? And finally, in Seattle, Washington, a major achievement in educational equity has been celebrated. Now, I was a little confused on this one, but on August 12th, Seattle Public Schools announced that they will successfully implement free breakfast and lunch programs in all high schools, a year ahead of schedule. This initiative aims to combat food insecurity and ensure that all students have access to nutritious meals. Now, for most of us, we would think that this is something that has already been in place, but I guess not. Will this early implementation make a measurable difference in student performance and well-being, and can other districts who have not done so replicate this and be successful? Now, the questions are here for you to engage in conversation in the comments, engage in conversations in person with your friends, your family, your coworkers, your colleagues. However, that is wrapping up our segment for this week. We hope that you found these updates insightful, enriching, and fun to learn about. Be on the lookout for next week's episode of Education Weekly. Again, I'm Jhory Buskey. Have a great evening.